Hi guys, James from DBG here. It's my face. And it's time for another State of the Hobby. I think I'm changing the name of this. I'm not sure I like it. Any suggestions, pop them down in the comments below. But for now, it's State of the Hobby. And all I wanted to talk about, really, apart from Indomitus and the kerfuffle that was caused by the pre-order. I know I'm a couple of weeks off because it was released last week, and I should have done this last week, but I was busy painting. Anyway, and I do appreciate the way Games Workshop dealt with it with the made to order thing that they did. I thought that was very cool. But in all honesty, I'm not actually feeling Ninth very well. I'm sort of getting the same gut feeling that I had when the transition between 5th and 6th. And the transition between 5th and 6th, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, was purely marketing. They changed the way pretty much close combat weapons work. They changed so many things. And it basically meant that you either had to spend a vast amount of money updating your models, doing massive conversions, cutting off weapons, this, that, and the other. That unless you spent a vast amount of money, your army will no longer be competitive on any level. And I mean any level, not even friendlies. You'd just be wiped. Then, obviously, we had 7th, 18 months later, because 6th was such a clusterfuck. Written by Matt Ward, who basically should have been fired after he wrote the 5th edition Space Marine Codex, because that was just dog shit. Matt Ward has a lot to answer for. Anyway, I'm getting the same sort of gut feeling about 9th. Now, this could be predominantly because of COVID-19 and the way everything sort of, I do apologise that the camera's doing weird stuff. I don't quite know what's going on. Yeah, because of COVID-19 and the way Games Workshop have had to adjust its release schedule. Obviously, they've put an awful lot of money into Indomitus, and according to, I think it was Kirioth, Indomitus was supposed to be out in June, beginning of June, and they brought it back to the end of July. I think it's purely because of COVID-19, and now obviously we're getting the 2 new codexes are now in 3 months. They're in October. So you're releasing new models with new rules, and the books that tie them in are not released for another 3 months. Seems a bit odd. Probably because of COVID-19. Or is it? The other thing is because of the points changes, and I've noticed that the points, because I have, this is the only thing I pre-ordered. This for the core rules, because there's going to be no tournaments for the foreseeable. That's got the core rules in it, which is handy. I'll get around to reading those at some point. And this has got all the points changes. But I've already noticed, because Battle Scribe has updated for the 9th edition points, there's discrepancies in here with Battle Scribe. Now that could well be Battle Scribe, but it could be this. So this is already wrong, and most people use Battle Scribe. And the other thing is the app, which is already having teething problems. I haven't looked enough into it. I'm not making any comment about it, but from what I've heard and what I've read, it's already having teething problems. So all in all, I've got a bad feeling about 9th. Not as bad as 6th, because basically when 6th came along, killed the hobby for me. 100% killed the hobby. I didn't pick up any Games Workshop miniatures throughout the whole of 6th and half of 7th. That's how bad I thought those additions were. Obviously, I was probably in a minority because it seemed to go very well. It could have been because of my financial situation at the time, because I was a bit poor. Yeah. But I'm getting that feeling now. So much so that I don't even though I've gone through my 3 existing homes and I worked out what I need to do to get them all up to a certain point, I don't want to do it. I just don't. I don't feel motivated enough to do it. Maybe I'm subconsciously waiting for the new stuff. Like, I do like the new, is it Gladiator? Grav Tank, I like that. I like the new bikes. I like the new choppy dudes, the Astartes chainsword. I do. I think that's a good idea. I think that's how it should be. The Astartes chainsword should be as vicious as it now is. If you don't know, an Astartes chainsword now gives you -1 AP and additional attack. So it reduces your opponent's armor save by 1 and you have an extra attack. So a standard Intercessor Space Marine with a chainsword will have 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s with a -1 to your save. So Marines go to a 4-up save instead of a 3-up save. So you've even got a chance of killing a Terminator. So, well, not killing it, but hurting a Terminator, which I think is cool, which I think is thematic the way the Space Marine chainsword has been portrayed over the years. Anyway, that's by the by. So, we're having discussions with Christopher and Reichardt, and Christopher is really excited about the new Necrons. Which, I have to admit, the new models are great. I just don't like Necrons. I'm more a Marine player, or if I'm more an Imperial player. Reichardt is feeling a little bit like me, a little bit meh about the whole thing. So he's leaving his forces where they are and planning a new force. So I'm probably going to plan a new force as well, see how things go. And there'll probably be videos and updates on that as things go by. So, tell me what you guys think about 9th. Do you have the same feeling as me? Do you feel a little bit, or are you really pumped for it? In the comments sections there for you to bash all this out. And remember, if you want me to answer any questions about stuff, again, pop them in the comment section. And especially if you've got any suggestions to change the name of this into something other than Stay the Hobby. Anyway, as usual, guys, check all links in the description. Click them if you want, click them if you don't. Don't do workshop gaming, because you won't get anywhere. There's Patreon there as well. There's Goblin Gaming. Yeah, as always, in these strange and unusual times, thank you for watching. Stay safe. And I'll catch you guys next time.